Hi 5th grade, welcome back. Today we're going to start painting our emojis. For this project, we have been looking at different emojis. We have been inspired by the movement in art called pop art. But what is the name, if I could please get a hand, for the special type of artwork that we are doing, which involves glue, water, and paper? Hope someone said paper mache. Today we're going to finally start adding color to our emojis. Yours might be yellow like mine, or you might have chosen a different color. I should have your emojis printed out by now by the district, so if you need to look at what color your emoji was, I will have that available. Quick note before we start, if you're still on the newspaper stage, you need to take copy paper and do at least 2 or 3 more layers before you can start painting. It needs to be a little bit stronger. If it's just newspaper, that's not good enough. Some people had to start over, which is fine, but if you feel your balloon still in there and it's still squeezy, that means you need more layers of paper. It should be pretty hard like a rock. I just want to let you know some people are getting really down on themselves just because they have dents and stuff in it. I'm going to use this one, but look, mine even has dents and stuff in it. So please don't worry. It's not about how perfect it looks. I just want to see that you guys are being creative and coming up with your own original ideas. Today, this is where you're going to be spending a lot of time. I'm going to show you my painting expectations. If you were here last year, you already know how this area works and how to mix paint and whatnot, but I'm going to go over it for those who are new or need a refresher. Before you get paint, you're going to need a placemat, paintbrush, and paper towel. We are not using the water cups today because we are actually going to be painting it one color. Now, I know what you're thinking. You might have this crazy cool idea with multiple colors. That's totally fine. I still want you to do it. But today, we're going to be painting one color. The reason I do that is just because I've done this project a couple times with mask making in the past, so you might have seen those masks. And I noticed that every year it turns out better if we paint them with one color first. So we're going to do the same thing with the emojis. I'm going to start with yellow because that's the color of my emoji, paint it all over. And then next time, you guys are going to be doing the details. Once you have your area set up, come and see me at the sinks and I'll help you get your first color. Now, the first time you come up here, I'm going to do this for you, but you're going to do it on your own. Just let me know what color you need. I'm going to be using lots of yellow in this project. When you find the color that you want, make sure it is closed, so double check that cap. Give it a couple shakes. Then you're going to flip the bottle on its side, open the cap, and then barely squeeze some out. Now, you're going to probably need more today. If you run out of whatever color paint you need, just come back and get some more. You don't even have to ask me. Now, some of you are doing some crazy colors. If you need help mixing a color, so for instance, if you don't see it up here or you need a certain shade or tint, I can help you mix that color. Or unless you know how to do it on your own, I'll mix that first color for you. So obviously the directions as far as painting goes are really simple. Just take the paint, put it on your paper mache spear. That's really all it is. It should go fast if you're using a big brush. Go for those big brushes back there. There's no point in spending your whole day painting this with an itty bitty brush. As you're painting, don't forget to move it, get all those spots. Obviously I'm not done, but I have run out of paint, so obviously I would follow the green arrows. And that's why I have these green arrows, so that people don't fling paint onto each other and make messes. Get your paint, shake it up with it closed, put it on its side, open, and bam, mustard. One thing I'm noticing is that's really tricky. I'm making kind of a mess as I move it around, so some spots are kind of getting a little bit poked up by the table and just moving it, so I'm having to go back and get those spots. If that's happening, don't freak out. We can fix that next time. Right now it looks like I got pretty much most of it done. There's some spots here and there that I need to go back and cover. But once you feel comfortable and feel like you've gotten the whole thing, then it's time for cleanup. Don't worry about moving this ball just yet. We're going to let it dry. While it's drying, you'll have enough time to clean your tray. Okay, so if you were here last year, you probably already know how to clean the paint trays. But if not, I'm going to go over it because there is one thing that's changed. Basically what you do is you turn the water on. It's immediately going to go to the fast water. Turn it down to its lowest setting, otherwise you're going to get sprayed in the face. Don't want this turned into a water park. Then by the sink, you're going to see these big giganto brushes. Put the water over the paint. That should loosen it up. Take the big brush and just circle, 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 circle until it's all gone. So if you see any spots from the last person who didn't clean, make sure you get those too. Alright, so that was really simple. That was less than 10 seconds. You don't need to spend too much time back here. Put the paintbrush back where you found it. Now last year, what I asked people to do was just leave these out to dry, but people kept stacking them. So I bought this thing. It looks like one of those dishwasher racks things. Just take your paint tray, put it in one of these little slots, and that will keep people from stacking it up. And I'll leave this on the counter when people start cleaning their stuff. And that's all you have to do. Your paintbrush though, the one that you use, there's going to be a little cup in the sink, like this. Just place it in that cup so it doesn't dry out, and you are done. Try not to make a mess back here. If you get any water on the floor, if you could please clean that up before you leave. So I'll announce cleanup about 10 minutes before class is over. I have already cleaned up my paint tray, paintbrush, it goes in the sink. Now it's time to get this spear onto the cart. Some of you might be painting the same color. If you don't want to make it confusing, I will have a Sharpie and some Post-it notes near the cart. So over here is where you're going to put it. I'll keep these sticky notes over there. Just write your name on it and stick it on there. If it gets a little bit painted up, it's okay. Anything that gets messed up today, we'll fix next time. So unless you already know the color that you're doing and you're the only person doing it, you may want a sticky note. So this is where your finished products will go. Please make sure that they're there so I can keep them safe. Now I can start cleaning the table. So your hands are going to be messy, your table's going to be messy, your placemat's going to be messy. Your placemat just goes right here. You do not have to clean it at all. At the end of class, I'll put out these wet wipes. If you could just please clean your fingers, clean your hands, and then also use it to clean your table before we leave. All right, so those are the directions for today. I will remind y'all when it's cleanup time what to do. Work hard, remember paint one color, then next time we're painting the details.